A tall and rangy fighter can capitalize on their physical attributes by employing tactics that exploit their reach and height, such as keeping opponents on the outside, using the jab to set up combinations, and capitalizing on counter-punching opportunities. Their reach advantage enables them to keep opponents at a distance, making it easier to control the pace of the fight and land punches from a safer distance. So obviously, I am not talking about this guy or this guy.
Good left hand, and down goes Williams.
Standing at 6 feet and 1 inch, Tommy Hearns is a perfect example of how a tall fighter should fight. Here, Hearns used the full extension of his reach to measure the distance, disrupt Duran's defense, and create an opening for a fully extended punch with almost zero chance of getting countered. And even while he is on the attack, notice how Hearns is still mindful of keeping a safe distance from Duran, whose bread and butter is his inside game. Even when his opponent is hurt, Hearns never forgets to use his jab to set up his finishing blows. Now let's compare that to another tall fighter, Sebastian Fundora. Fundora prides himself on being a tall fighter who can bang on the inside. And that is actually part of his appeal to boxing fans, since his style goes against the conventional practice of how a tall fighter should fight. But the thing is, Fundora does not benefit from exchanging leathers with his opponent on the inside like this. He is smothering his punches by being too close, so his punches can be seen coming from a mile away, since he has to pull his hands all the way back to leverage his punches. This is evident by the fact that Mendoza managed to evade his 2 punches in a row with relative ease. By fighting on the inside, Fundora minimizes his physical advantage and maximizes what the shorter opponent should be working hard for, closing the distance. Here, Fundora throws a rear uppercut and gets obliterated by Mendoza with a counter left hook. A rear uppercut can be very effective if you throw the right punches to set it up, or use it against an aggressive opponent. But as you can see, Fundora broke 2 rules here. First, he was fighting at the preferred range of the opponent. And second,
the primary rule in boxing is you never throw an uppercut from far back. We've seen so many boxers get knocked down from it. And remember, I said earlier, as we look at it again, that Douglas wanted to land the uppercut. That's not the way to throw it.
Another tall fighter who loved throwing leather on the inside was the Punisher, Paul Williams. Before Sergio Martinez sent him to a different dimension, Williams was throwing these telegraphed rear punches. Notice how Martinez carefully positioned himself, anticipating Williams to throw another punch from far back. And when he did, Martinez got to him first with a perfect overhand left. The time that Williams was open for a counter is equal to the distance of his fist from Martinez's face. With their physical advantage over a lot of other fighters, a tall fighter should be a terrible opponent for anyone inside the ring. However, some boxers fail to exploit these advantages, leaning towards what they think works, and usually a rude awakening is what it takes for them to realize it.